A little over 2 years ago, I was completely lost and I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I was working a job that I really didn't like, I was going to school full-time and I definitely didn't like that, and I was bouncing around between different side hustles like trading stocks, flipping stuff on eBay, and it just was miserable. Now while juggling all that, there was like a lot of uncertainty. I really never knew how much money I was going to make every single month, plus I was trying to juggle around 10 different things, so it was never consistent. I really had no idea of which direction I could push this in for long-term growth. And then all that just left me feeling stuck and confused. I just needed something with direction so I could grind towards something that would pay off in the long run. And none of the things I was doing at the time, I really saw a long-term play. So one day I was at my job and I randomly got pulled into the office and I was told I was no longer needed, along with like 5 or 10 other people, and we all just got laid off at the same time pretty much. Even the next day of work was done. So it was like then, on the spot, no job, no income, nothing. And now at this point, I was so lost. I had no idea what I was gonna do because I had bills to pay, right? But then I stumbled across Amazon FBA on YouTube. I dug into it, took some notes, and sent in my first shipment within 30 days. Now I didn't make much money, but that's not the point. I was able to see that other people were doing this successfully, and I already got my proof of concept by making a couple bucks. I just needed to do this 10 times harder. I was living in an apartment that was like 700 square feet, and now I'm able to afford to live in a house and have a consistent income with over 250K in revenue coming in every single month. I no longer have to check my bank account to get a couple groceries at the store. I don't have to worry if I got a flat tire if I can't afford to replace that tire. It's little things like that that made this all worth it. Now, it didn't happen overnight, but I was definitely able to build an income that could support my lifestyle and living within the first 6 to 8 months of doing Amazon. And for the situation I was in, all odds were against me. Moral of the story is you really just got to pick something and stick to it. But there's a couple variables like, is this scalable? Is this worth it in the long term, etc. But that's exactly why I chose Amazon FBA. So go ahead and give me a follow if you're trying to rewrite your own story too.